Bucks in white, Trojans in red, and Thomas tried to reach in and get it. It'll be Shaq White who will bring it up. White's their point guard and really runs the show for this team.
Tom, Troy starts off in a 2-3 zone, which is atypical, and I know they're greatly concerned about the perimeter scoring of the Mavericks, and they're probably trying to slow them down a little bit too.
Shot clock already down to 12. They get good help out there. They got some length on that wing. He can flat fill it up as that shot comes up short. And how about Malahi, 10th in the Sun Belt in rebounding, averaging 6 rebounds a game.
Well, you know, he's a lot better athlete than people give him credit for. I mean, he can jump and he's quick on his feet.
Myers carried it, and that's their first turnover of the game.
That's what Myers has to do, though. He's got to take the ball to the basket because his outside shooting is somewhat limited.
Does he go in there against 6'10" Brandon Williams, the freshman, and challenge him a little bit, do you think, early going?
Oh, I think so, because then that allows those big guys of theirs to go and get on that offensive glass.
Ball is stolen, at least tapped away by Myers. And with 24 on the shot clock, it'll belong to the Mavs.
The Mavs are playing 4 men out against this zone, 1 man down inside, and just a lot of ball movement.
That's his shot. You can count that. That's almost like a layup. And I know you think that's really long. This guy yesterday, I think, hit like 12 in a row when I watched him.
75%
in a game,
of his shots.
Yeah, in a game atmosphere. Nice screen by Calhoun. Malahi kicks it out. Thomas had it knocked away. From 3, top of the circle goes up high, and the freshman way up, but he traveled as he brought it down. Brandon Williams, a 6'10", 200-pound freshman, hurt that right hand a couple weeks ago. Coach, he was way up.
Oh, excellent athlete, long arms. He's just now learning the game, though.
Jumper from the left side trying to answer the 3, and the rebound kicked and saved. That's a heck of a save by McClanahan, who goes up, and no basket. Foul came before the shot.
McClanahan, is he quick or what?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, he exploded to the basket. Does a great job of splitting the 2 defensive men in order to get the foul call.
Let's go, man.
When Ranger Dowell was out, and he'll be in a minute, Dowell will be, for 3 of the ball games, McClanahan was terrific. He had 25 against ULM, 27 at Louisiana Lafayette. He can score. He's so quick, Coach, he can get to the bucket. And there he is with the ball doing just that. Now brings it back out. Lob inside for the dunk, and he just missed it. That's something that Troy worked against a lot today. And very early the Mavs get the play but couldn't get the basket. Hunter Williams now looks and lobs it across.
Good defensive pressure by the Mavs. They're putting a lot of pressure up on Troy. And really you see Troy bobbling the ball here a little bit.
Good ball movement, and he traveled. Coach, one of the things that the Mavs have been doing is really trying to work on their man-to-man defense. They're put about a half hour every practice for about the last month in a drill that we'll call shell drill. It's the defensive drill for man-to-man. You do it every day for a month, Coach. You're going to get better at it as they throw it away.
You know, they're giving, I talked about that in the pregame, 79 points a game. That's too many. And what Coach Cross has done is says, wait a minute, we got to get something done here because we've got a very good offensive team. Now, if we can do some things defensively, now all of a sudden we're going to add another dimension to our ability to beat you.
Nice up and under, and Coach, that's what we saw last time. Thomas just couldn't make that. They get right to the bucket and just couldn't finish in there.
And they got to finish that time. A great drop step underneath. And Thomas is right at point-blank range. But, yeah, you're right. Not much else to say.
Out still in effect here. Shaq White has led this team in assists for 3 straight years. This would be 4. There's McClanahan driving in and kicking it out. That's a 3. And Myers right there with a rebound. Let's see if Troy can get something rolling here.
They like a lot of ball screens. They'll take the ball down on the post, and those guys will turn and face.
Thomas picked it up, now kicks it out. 15 on the shot clock, so they got some time as Hunter Williams comes out and calls the play. And they really want pressure on that ball and pressure out on the floor. Myers travel. They gave him an opening out there and just wasn't able to do it. Let's take a look at that three-pointer from Outler. He can just fill it up from out there. 3-0. That's our only basket. About 4 minutes in here.
The college coach that you could just leave all of the adult fans at home, and if you could fill it with just students, it would be so much more fun.
Stay connected with CST on the World Wide Web. Follow us on Twitter, like us on Facebook, and visit CoxSportsTV.com for the latest sports news and info. Find out more about CST programming. Check out our college basketball broadcast schedule. You can also watch exclusive videos with the YouTube channel. Log on today.
Troy stays in that 2-3 zone. A lot of ball movement. The Mavs like those ball screens up on top to free players. There's a guy you got to watch.
Quick drive in, get it out. He'll put up another 3. Nope. And Calhoun, I think, tapped it. He did, out of bounds. How about this, Coach? Troy is just 0 of 2 with 4 turnovers here in the early part of the game.
And I give the Mavs defense a lot of credit. I think they forced turnovers, and as a result of that, you're right. It just gave them a lot more opportunities down on the other end, but they haven't been able to capitalize.
6'8" freshman George Bilbao from Bilbao, Spain. Yes, the name and the city are the same, and it indicates just what you think it might.
Which is?
City's named after his family. Drive in, the giant killer goes off the back iron, and here come the Trojans on the run. Malahi goes on top. Myers had it almost traveled. Really good decision by him. Let's see if they try and attack now with the 6'10" freshman out. Let's see if they can get to the bucket, and Calhoun trying to go to the basket. And a foul called on Brandon Edwards, a third-team preseason All-Sun Belt player.
They did not allow him to cut down the lane, and that's one of the changes that the officiating has made. That was Thomas trying to cut down the lane.
And right away, there's Malahi going up and lost it. Really good defense. Edwards comes out of there with it. And this is Dow number 1. It's first dead ball, first time out. He generally comes in. And he's got the ball right now. And that one hit the floor, and that's about it, but that won't deter him.
No, and he can shoot from there. That was long range.
Yeah, that's the one thing they talked about is his range is almost limitless. Played at Oklahoma State, a transfer here. Myers goes up, lost it out of bounds, and looks like we got a timeout. Yep, a 30-second timeout. Scott Cross, 8 years an assistant here, calls it 30-second timeout. Last year, UT Arlington got to the WAC championship game in their tournament and lost that for a chance to go to the NCAA tournament. They've been to the NCAA, they've been to the NIT, the CBI. They've had a lot of success here.
Tom, what you're seeing on that timeout, what you're seeing is a lot of zone offensive ideas.
Fans, everything you need to know about Sunbelt Conference is available online at sunbeltsports.org. Get schedules, recaps, standings, statistics, championship information, and more only at sunbeltsports.org. And let's talk about that. They're not having a lot of success. They're getting 0 penetration against the zone. Is that more to say Troy's really playing well, or that, hey, this is what we need to do differently?
Both.
It's both.
You know,
okay.
I think Troy's defense, I think they're a little surprised. They don't have a good rhythm. Their perimeter guys want to just stand out and shoot the ball, but you're right. There's no penetration. There's no throwing the ball inside, collapsing the zone, pitching it back out. That's some of the things they've got to start doing.
Josh Warren and Wesley Hinton have checked in for Troy. Two more guys that can play that are long and very active defensively. Jumper for Dow, left side short. Bilbao with the offensive rebound, had it taken away. And here come the Trojans on the run.
Ford.
And that's Kelton Ford with the ball. Yep.
Ford was exceptional.
Oh, he really played well.
The last time we saw them play, Tom.
Made good decisions, and Roger Dow will pick up that personal foul. Second team foul.
And Ford allows them to move Williams to the off position, where I think Hunter has an opportunity now to really look more for his shots.
Shaq White-Miller comes back in as Lonnie McClanahan will check out.
White-Miller is their true point guard and really kind of runs the offense. McClanahan will do it for short periods of time. There's those ball screens I was referring to.
That pass is tipped, and boy, you can see this man-to-man defense is really effective. Now a long deuce back of the rim, and here comes Ford, and Ford doing a great job attacking, has picked up the second foul. Roger Dow has picked up 2 now, and it's all because Ford is attacking that basket.
You see him going very, very quickly. The wings were out wide. It's good offense. It just didn't go down. But you know, Ford is smart. He went into the defensive man just enough, and then you jerked his head, and the official had no choice but to call.
And now you get the leading scorer in the Sun Belt out of the game, and that's Roger Dow. Malahi takes that baseline jumper and hits. First points almost 7 minutes in to the first half, and we got a 1-point ball game.
I think Hunter operates better from the wing position than he does from the point position.
Luke Davis has checked in. There he is with the basketball. A 6'1" sophomore from Converse, Texas, Monterey High School.
Another one of those really good shooters.
Lob inside, blocked away by Warren. They had good help, and here comes Ford on the run. And you hear Phil Cunningham hollering out 3. Williams starts to drive, stops, and that one comes up short, gets his own rebound. Nice dish inside. Warren off the glass, no, but a foul, and that'll go on George Bilbao. That's a really nice offensive rebound and follow, and Coach, that's something, since we've seen them the last time, they've done a lot of work on this offensive glass.
Hunter does a great job. How about that pass? No look pass. Does a great job of going and securing the ball, knew where everybody was on the floor, and found the open man, and Warren was just right underneath there. You know, Warren was the one that blocked that shot down on the other end, too.
Had 10 starts last year. Junior college, he had 22 rebounds against Miami-Dade. He was all-city and defensive player of the year in his conference. Doesn't get a lot of points, Coach. He's not a scorer like you talked about. He's a defender. He's going to get a lot of rebounds. That's his role. Quick
jumper.
Yeah.
And he uses his, it doesn't have great length in the arms, but long enough where he can create problems for you.
Brandon Edwards has been very quiet in this zone so far. Giant killer on the way, and that's good for McClanahan. Told you, he put up big points against ULM and also the Raging Cajuns.
McClanahan does a great job of driving the ball to the basket. Short range, mid-range shots.
J.C. Bonney into the ball game, and he is trying to get to the basket, and the foul goes on McClanahan. So Troy trying to drive now, Coach, and all of a sudden, we're getting some fouls called.
Good head fake on that shot. Did a great job of using his head, setting the defensive man up.
Mavs, this is a terrific exhibit. When it comes to your school, if you get a chance, you have got to go, first of all, taste some of the jambalaya. That's the jambalaya lady up there. They've got giveaways, they got pictures, they got all kinds of stuff. And Coach, the food, oh my. Nola bound, you got to come to that tournament, the 12th through the 16th.
It's going to
Nolan.
Oh, it's going to be such a great experience, and we've talked about the level of competition being so much better, and the food, the environment,
The fun.
Oh, it'll be a lot of fun.
It really is. I'm really looking forward to this conference tournament for a number of reasons.
The Mavericks defense has been really a factor, but they haven't been able to capitalize on the other end and put some points up.
Warren wanted it, got it down low, and then lost it. Wide open on the skip pass for three, and that didn't hit anything. J.C. Bonnie, who's a 30% three-point shooter, couldn't find it that time.
Sad part is he didn't take a dribble or two in and get about a 17-footer. And see, they're starting to move, the Mavs are starting to move somebody into the high post, different people flashing in.
Three, top of the circle, and tell you, Troy has also done a really nice job on their defensive backboards.
They can jump.
Hinton for three, back of the rim. Bonnie tapped it, and Williams will come down with it. Last time wasn't so good, this time wasn't either, but there's Warren, and now they get a third chance, and oh my! Lonnie McClanahan collided with Kelton Ford, and McClanahan is still down on the floor. Ford got it in that shoulder. Let's see if we can see this collision now. Oh.
He's got to have a headache. Hopefully he isn't,
Well, luckily he didn't bang his head going down.
Exactly. Hopefully he's going to be able to recover from this.
All right, we'll take a break. Hopefully McClanahan is going to be up and rolling soon and back into this ball game. 5-4 is our score here. And Lonnie McClanahan is out. Now it's a question of where does that scoring come?
That's 54% of their scoring. You're exactly right.
Boy, you're good with math. I don't know how you do it so quick.
But see, this defense is really having an impact on Troy's ability to get the ball anywhere.
Terrific job by that freshman, Brandon Williams. We wondered if they'd be able to attack him. That's the first time.
White Miller knows where people are on this floor. He's doing a really good job for the Mavs.
Outler gets it right back.
Got to get somebody up into that high post area. Yeah, there you go.
Quick baseline drive, and Warren will pick up the personal foul.
Dillard was able to drive the ball on the baseline because Hughes was posting and the defense was on the high side of him, so the baseline was open.
Brandon Edwards comes back as Brandon Williams leaves.
Edwards has got to step up big time here, Tom. You were saying who needs a score?
Well, he's their guy.
Yes. Yeah.
Inside, he is definitely their guy. They'll kick it out. Three, right wing on the way is a little bit too strong. There he is with the offensive rebound. Second chance opportunity. Nope. Hinton saves it and does a nice job. And here comes Troy on the run. Good no look. Now kicks it out. Three from the corner. 2-3 times on the rim, but will not stay down. Well, if you're a fan of high-pointed games, this isn't yours. But if you're a defensive fan, it is. There's a three. A 31-point three-point shooter, Shaq White Miller, makes it an 8-4 ball game. I am really impressed with this Mavericks defense, Coach.
It's having an impact, but they've got to be able to figure out a way to score against that zone. Because if they don't score against that zone, they're going to have a hard time getting enough points to separate themselves from the Trojans.
And the jumper from the right side is good for Wesley Hinton. Quick three, and now Troy with a chance to tie the ball game with a deuce. Ford starts to drive, and he did that little head move again. He got another foul called on Shaq White Miller. He is now responsible for 5 of UT Arlington's team fouls.
Well, see, you brought up a really good point. I think the one thing the Trojans are doing very well offensively is against this pressure defense is driving the ball to the basket. And you're right, they are getting the Mavs in foul trouble, and he has been the #1 man to be able to create problems for that defense.
Second team All-State from Horse Cave, Kentucky, two-time All-Region, baseball, football, and basketball. He did it all at LaRue High School. That pass deflected by Antoine Myers.
The Trojans have won 3 games in the league, and 2 of them are on the road.
Yeah, in the conference,
yes,
yeah.
Right.
That doesn't happen very often.
No. I told Coach Cunningham he should shift all of his games to on the road, cancel all of his home games.
0-3 at home, right? Checked White Miller, couldn't quite get that, but the rebound tapped out. Still loose. That ball tapped by Thomas, and it'll belong to the Mavs.
I think both teams used their hands very well defensively to try and deflect passes.
Now the officials are meeting kind of in front of the Troy bench.
I don't know whether it's a clock issue. It certainly can't be a possession issue.
You would yeah, there was a shot clock issue. Great call. They had reset the shot clock, and the officials decided that it should not be, and that's the right call without a doubt. It's Kyle McElvin from Arlington who puts the shot up, back of the rim, nope, long rebound tapped out. Really nice job by Brandon Edwards to give his team a second chance opportunity.
Mavs need to use more ball fakes and shot fakes like that.
Top of the circle jumper, and he's got 2 in a row now. You like to smile at me and look at me like that, don't you? Because you look pretty smart when you say stuff like that.
Yeah, you make me look very often. Good.
But Ford lost it, and that will go out of bounds. And we've got a timeout on the floor. 7:40 left here in the first half. 10-6 is our score. Sheck, White, Miller with a 3, and then that deuce got a little closer and knocks it down. We'll be right back. State, that'd be a heck of a ball game. 27-19. And Western Kentucky, all of a sudden, Coach Harper's ball club may be rolling. And we should say hello to the South Alabama coaching staff and team, who I'm sure are tuned in because they'll be here to play these same Mavericks on Saturday. Matthew Graves and his staff.
Not only that, but we could say hello to Georgia State because that's who we're going to do in our next contest.
With? Against
the Mavs.
Yep, same ball club. Oh, good decision. Really took his time. Brandon Edwards knocks that one down.
See, that's what I said, Tom. They've got to get the ball down inside to Edwards, and he's got to score.
Boy, they really guard well. I give them a lot of credit. You can see a month of defensive work. Malahi with a long 3. Myers tapped it. Calhoun right there goes up. Nope. Right there. Those are 2 point-blank shots, Coach, that do not fall.
They do as good a job as anybody in this league of getting the ball, but they just haven't been able to complete them, and they've got to.
Off the offensive glass, you're talking about. Yep.
Yes.
3 from the right corner is a little bit too strong. Bill Bow, I think, tapped it, and it's saved by the Trojans. Now Bill Bow diving, trying to get it. Give that young man some credit. Williams follows him right down. And we've got a hand check. And yeah, this was an interesting set. I was just looking at this when we got the stats. Troy is 2 of 11 from the field, but 2 of 3 from the free throw line. Their points that look, I think, the rest of the way. They're in the bonus already. This is where they're going to have to score because that man-to-man defense right now is too good.
It's really great. And, you know, they're scoring, the Trojans, 24 points, more points a game on the road than they are at home. But tonight, I think they're going to have difficulty doing that.
Lonnie McClanahan, who was shaken up earlier, is back in the ball game. Malahi hits the first. He's got 1 more. All conference, all academic, all American in junior college. 41% from the 3-point line. 48 in conference play from that three-point stripe. 4-point ball game.
See, now Mavs have got somebody in that high post. They need to flash up in there, and they're doing a little screening between the big men. Got to penetrate a little bit more.
Yeah, you got to, even if it's on a pass into the post. Dow, oh, that's a great look. Oh, yeah. Outler with a great look at a three, and he drains that one.
Dow did a great job of penetrating like we talked, pulled the defense together, and then Outler was just wide open.
Williams gives it back. Calhoun, who has been their big scorer in conference play, has been quiet so far.
Now you got Dow guarding Myers, and he's backing way off because you got 2 fouls on him. And you
Put
sure
it off
the
the glass? No. And here they come again. Dow on the run. Yep, and the foul. It was still hanging on the rim, and he was saying you can count that. He knew it was going in before it dropped home.
Very good move by Coach Cross. You put your best player back in, and he makes some big blocks.
Oh, that's pretty. 17-8 is our score.
Great drive.
Banning from the internet is...
That's like the worst thing.
Not a three-point shooter at all. He's 0 of 4 on the season from the stripe. But what he does, Coach, we talked about this earlier. He can shoot that three, but oh, can he get to the basket? Fans, this copyright telecast of Sun Belt Conference basketball may not be retransmitted, reproduced, rebroadcast, or otherwise distributed or used in any form without the express written consent of the Sun Belt Conference, CST, and CSS.
See, you've got your best scorers for the Mavs now on the floor. You got all 3 of them. And, of course, it starts with Dow, no question about that. But then McClanahan is also on the floor, and then you got Edwards. So you got a lot of firepower.
Shaq White-Miller comes back in as Lonnie McClanahan will check out. And Troy has got to start putting something together, Coach. They can't fall too far behind. They are not a team that puts up a lot of points. Myers hangs. Oh, great block by Edwards. It'll go out of bounds.
Rotated over, read the play well, and timed it extremely well. You can see him rotating over and then didn't foul. Just got a piece of the ball. Really good defense.
Myers kicks it out. 3 from the left wing. And when Hunter Williams, Jeff Malahy, and that group start making threes, Coach, they can beat anybody in this conference.
Myers did a great job of penetrating on his end and pulling the defense. And then Hunter was wide open.
Bilbao puts his head down, goes to the bucket, and he'll go to the line. And he gets some applause from his team. They like that.
The Mavs are doing a better job of exploiting the inside of that defense. It's wide open in there because the Trojans are trying to stay out and put pressure on the perimeter shooters, and it's open in there.
They have a blood issue, I'm not sure. The officials are looking at his uniform. And yep, he is bleeding on his leg. So the officials give you a few seconds to get that taken care of. And that's how you take care of it. Sunbelt men's basketball is on CSS all season long. Coming up Saturday, February 1st, it's UT Arlington at Georgia State at 8:30 Eastern. Visit css-sports.com for a complete schedule.
See, the Trojans got to continue to do that on the other end. As they drive the ball and the defense collapses, they've got to find the open man and then drive it again. They've got to do it 2 or 3 times and really distort the Mavs defense.
Bilbao led his club team to the Nationals, was on the under-18 team. Was their leading scorer, MVP, leading rebounder, averaged 30 and 14. This is not the under-18 Spanish team. This was the all under-18 area club team that he played on. And gets the shooter's touch there as that hangs on. 19-11 now. Troy kind of living and dying on that three-point line right now, Coach, and it's been the latter so far. Malahi kicks it out. 3 from that left wing, and that's good. Now they've hit a couple in a row. Hunter Williams drops that, and it's back to a 5-point ball game.
Good to drive, found the open man. They continue to do that and collapse that defense. Oh, great play, huh?
Really nice pass, and Brandon Edwards hammers that one home from South Hills High School just in nearby Fort Worth. Now Hinton with a 3. Nope.
24%.
Yeah,
shooter.
and he's taken a couple of them, and now Dowell answers with a 3. And Phil Cunningham is up saying slow it down, slow it down. Now he calls out the play. And Wesley Hinton has taken 2 threes. Neither one of them have been very, very close, Coach.
They've tried to go quickly to beat that defense down the floor, but they haven't been successful with it. Now I'm referring to the Trojans.
Yeah. And here these fans hollering defense. They like it. Look at them close out on that shot attempt. Now Williams will put up a 3 and hit it. And he is all of a sudden on a roll.
Really smart play.
Dowell trying to answer around and out. And now the Trojans trying to get up the floor quickly. And I think that's a pretty good plan, because once you get into the half court, they can guard. Back door. Williams kicks it on top. Hinton trying another 3 and now drains that one.
Williams is having a heck of a half.
Oh, isn't he playing well?
Not only is he shooting the ball well, but he's making plays for his teammates.
He's got 11 points and an assist on that one right there as Bilbao tries to go inside. Had that one stripped away, and Hinton right there. Big possession right now. We got a 4-point ball game. Malahi in, had that one blocked. Warren right there with the follow, puts it in. Josh Warren, and now a steal in the backcourt. And the Trojans, who we're about ready to say, look out. Here they come. Williams again. If this is a video game, he is all red right now, because he is red hot.
Great screen on top, and he came off of it. And you know that old feeling, or that old saying, if you feel it, deal it, and he's dealing it.
Let's take a look at a few of Hunter Williams, who averages 11 points a game.
He has found different places to get the ball in the basket, and most of them have been long range. But the thing that has really impressed me, it's not just shooting, Tom. He's made some great feeds out on the floor to get other players involved, and now all of a sudden they've made a run, and it's a heck of a game.
They make a couple of those chippies that they have, those real close ones. He'd probably have 4 assists. He's only got 1 right now, because he's really passed the ball and given them opportunities to score inside.
He has an understanding of where everybody is on the floor. That's why I think he's best off the ball and making a recipient of the first pass instead of making the first pass, because now he gets involved in the offense and does so many different things.
He's got 14 of their 24 points and only 1 assist, 2 assists now. He's got a steal. He's had a terrific ball game. See the run right there, 10-0 in the last 2 minutes. 3 seconds called. And we've got a timeout on the floor. What a turn of events. The Troy Trojans on a roll. We're tied here in Arlington, Texas. Absolutely. Troy is 8 of 24 from the field, 5 of 12 from the three-point line. Hunter Williams is 5 of 8 from the field, 4 of 5 from the three-point line. He is on a roll for them.
He's playing about as well as a young man can play. And again, I think his understanding of the game is what impresses me the most. He isn't just a one-dimensional man.
Now with an opportunity to take the lead, and I don't think I'd say that when it was 18-8. And there he is with the ball. Hinton starts to drive, spin move, a little short. Here comes McClanahan on the run, and that's where he's really dangerous. And now they'll get set against this 2-3 zone. And that's the guy right there that coach has been really pushing for. The guy at the free throw line, Vincent Dillard from Sanford, Florida. Colby Community College knocks that one home. Thomas hands it off. Malahi in the lane, back of the rim, and here come the Mavs on the run. McClanahan, look at him just light that baby up. He goes right to the bucket. They've scored 4 in a row, and we're coming up on 30 seconds left. Oh, what a hesitation, and on the pass, a foul called on McClanahan. A terrific hesitation. And here he is in traffic, hangs, puts it off the glass, and good. McClanahan comes out, and Shaq White Miller, their point guard, comes back in. Hinton goes back to the line. He's got a 1-and-1 here. And he'll get one more, and they're doing a great job at the free throw line.
Well, Tom, you hit it right on the head, because you said, boy, they've got to score from the free throw line if they're going to stay in this, and without question, it's really helped them.
Yeah, it's been a big difference getting to the line. Hinton comes out as Warren comes in, because when you can't score, you got to figure something out, and they've done it getting to the bucket.
Now, what you're going to see here, Tom, is I think they'll run it down. There'll be a screen on the ball up at top, and they'll play out of it, looking down inside to maybe Edwards or one of their shooters out on the floor.
Shot clock is off again. Also look for Edwards. Brandon Edwards is terrific. Here they go. Quick three for Dow. Nope. Rebound tap. Hinton's got it from half court, and it was online, but just a little bit short. 28-26 after a low scoring start. Both teams started to get hot. Let's go down to the baseline. Bob Donewald standing by with UT Arlington coach Scott Cross. Go ahead, Bob.
Coach, they started in a zone. Were you surprised at that, and what adjustments will you make?
We've been so good in zone earlier in the year. We hadn't seen it in Sunbelt play. We picked it apart earlier in the year. We haven't worked on it. It was a good call on them. We've got to adjust. But when we get moving in our zone offense, we're pretty good. Our guys just have to settle down and relax.
Fouls become an issue. Some of your players are starting to pick them up.
Yeah, our guards got in foul trouble, but the good thing, usually guards don't ever foul out, so hopefully they'll be smart in the second half.
Thanks, Coach. Go talk to your kids. Tommy, back to you.
All right, thank you, sir. We got a heck of a ball game, 28-26. The Mavs with a 2-point lead here at home. First time we've seen them in Sun Belt Conference play, and the first half was very entertaining. Halftime coming up. Stick around. Foods, the South's original potato chip and official snack food of the Sun Belt Conference. Allergies, the industry's first all-natural, non-drowsy allergy lozenge found nationwide at a Walgreens near you. The 2014 Sun Belt Conference Basketball Tournament, presented by First Bank and Trust, is NOLA bound. Get out on the action March 12th through the 16th at the New Orleans Lakefront Arena by getting your tickets today. .26 is our score. A 2-point ball game as the Mavericks have the lead over the Trojans. All right, second half. Does Troy stay in the zone?
Well, I don't think they have any choice. They got to stay in the zone. I think the bigger question is, what do the Mavs do to try and get Hunter Williams under control?
Well, their man-to-man defense was great. So is the key just to try and isolate somebody on him and just say, okay, don't go help, stay with him?
No, I don't think so. When he comes off those screens, I'd trap him. I'd make him give the ball up. Even if he finds somebody open, which he did on a couple of occasions. But you take his scoring away, and then I think it'll have a real impact on the overall play of the team.
The entire table, save for one, enjoyed the jambalaya from the Jambalaya Girl. When the NOLA bound group comes to your school, you have got to go see them and get a little jambalaya. Oh, is that good? And a foul called as Wesley Hinton, who starts the second half with Calhoun.
That was interesting. They trapped, the Mavs trapped down there on the baseline on Hinton, and I was really surprised they did that.
Calhoun, and that's one of their favorite shots right there. Williams couldn't get it, and a good rebound and a block out for Brandon Williams. Again, the freshman. Yep, they stay in that zone. No surprise, they played it well.
Yeah, they played it very well. They got to stay in it. It's cut down on a lot of opportunities for the Mavs.
Next time out, you got to try some jambalaya. There's a three that comes up a little short. And here come the Trojans. Myers gets some penetration, puts that one high off the glass, and the rebound tapped out, and Malahi will reset. Well, they went inside. They at least challenged them.
I'll tell you what, the Trojans do as good a job of getting the ball off the glass of any team in this league.
Great switch direction. Myers had it tapped away. It'll stay Troy basketball. Tell you what, that big fella makes a difference back there.
Edwards did a great job of rotating over, and that's what you're alluding to, and blocked that shot.
Drive in, nope, but a foul called. They're staying at this end. You know, if this is a hockey game, you're talking about the puck staying at one end. In a basketball game, the ball is staying down at this end here at the start of the second half.
The Trojans are doing a great job of taking the ball and driving it to the basket and creating problems for the Mavs defense.
Antoine Myers, a 70% free throw shooter, 78 of 112. We'll get one more. Roger Dowell comes back in. He rotates these guards in really well. And I'm talking about Scott Cross from UT Arlington. They lost to Texas and Oklahoma by a combined 5 points on the road to those two.
They had a chance to win both games.
Oh, yeah. Or at least get Oklahoma to overtime and win at Texas. And how about the job Rick Barnes is doing this year at UT? Maybe one of his best coaching jobs.
One more pass. Didn't throw that ball over to Whitemiller, who was wide open on that wing.
And there he is with the basketball. Gets some penetration. Takes the jumper in the lane. Got his own rebound. Now a giant killer. No, but it's tipped back up and in by Brendan. Big fella knocks that one down.
Well, Hinton left too soon, and then Whitemiller was able to just get the ball back.
And the traveling is called.
I don't think Mr. Williams buys that call from the look on his face there.
Anthony Walker up high to set that screen.
And he got to drive right in there, right in between those two. He went the other way.
Dowell brings it off, and now it's tipped away. Malahi starts to drive, and did he travel? Yeah. Trying to go just a little bit too quick. And again, we're talking about the big kid, Anthony Walker, coach. When you've got a big guy in there like that, the freshman, the 6'10 freshman, he can change your thinking so much.
If he's athletic and he reads things, and that's part of what they've been really working with him on, is reading situations and knowing when to rotate and come over.
Kick out, corner 3, nope. Rebound tapped, and Malahi is right there, picked up another rebound. And a blocking foul. Boy, they're doing a terrific job at drawing the fouls, especially in transition, Bob.
I think that has the one issue we're raving about the Mavs defense, that they haven't adjusted, and a little bit of a cushion so they don't foul as often.
Corner 3, back of the iron, and a foul called on the rebound. Nice job for Brandon Edwards to come down with that one.
He gets up, doesn't he?
Oh, yeah.
He got those long arms reaching for the ball.
6'6", 225 pounds. 4 times honor roll in high school. 8 double-doubles this year for him. Mentioned that he's a third-team preseason All-Sun Belt player. Oh, he really wants the ball. He really wants that ball down on the baseline. Off the glass, the giant killer's good for Dow.
The drive into the middle and the hesitation, and then the little teardrop shot. Great offensive execution. See the double.
And he got him on the arm, so Outler will pick up the personal foul.
Again, I'm surprised you're doubling there. I'm not sure, because I'm not sure that you can't control those men one-on-one, but they are doubling.
Hinton off a nice cut was going up, and he could not hang on to that pass. It'll go out of bounds. There's Brandon Williams, who will check in.
The Mavs shoot 35% from the three-point line for the year, but there's no 35% tonight. Now, all of a sudden, 3 or 4 in a row, and now all of a sudden, your percentage goes way up. Yeah, you got to get Dow off the ball. Oh, he went the wrong way.
Drive baseline, hangs. Oh, that's a very athletic play. Outler, who is a three-point shooter, knocks that one down. Now 34-27 as the Mavericks start to extend a little bit here. Top of the circle 3. Nope. Oh, that's a tough rebound. Williams right there with it. Here they come on the run. Top of the circle, Dowell for 3. Long rebound. And now the Trojans on the run on a 4-on-3 break. Williams puts it up. Nope. Oh, that's a man's rebound by Brandon Edwards. That's a tough rebound that gave them an opportunity here.
Both teams are going up and down quickly, but I think both teams are using good judgment in their shot selection.
Out for 3. Nope. And Antoine Myers right there. And Troy needs a bucket here, Coach.
And I think they got to get Dowell in the one shooting those three-point shots.
Ball is tapped out and will belong to Troy. We got a timeout on the floor. 14:45 left. 34-27. Mavericks with the lead. And that's a nice move by Outler to drop it home. For the full schedule, which includes nearly 150 games throughout the season.
Tommy, here's some interesting things.
Yep.
We highlighted Calhoun, who's been averaging 15 a game, essentially in the conference. Hasn't scored. Dow, the 11th leading scorer in the country, has only got 8. And then McClanahan, who has been averaging 19 a game, has only got 4. It's crazy.
Yeah, it is, as Thomas is right there for the putback. And when you have games like that, the key is who steps up. Dowell from 15, and we got a foul call. I think that's going on Antoine Myers. Yep, there he is.
I think the Mavs have got to put Dahl in positions where he can go to the bucket and get some shots like that, or he is the recipient of some of those drives into the middle where the defense collapses and you pitch to him. And you got to continue to look for a big man down inside. And down on the other end, Trojans have got to continue to penetrate and create problems by allowing the defense to foul them where they can get to the line.
Hunter Williams brings it down, kicks it out. Malahi fakes the three. Williams lob, and that's really nice defense by little Shaq White-Miller, the 5'9" guard. He deflected that lob pass.
He got up there with him.
Oh, could have been a little higher, but he was there.
I know it. He was right there, though. See, right there.
Dow for three.
That's what I'm talking about.
And Phil Cunningham up, talking about now they need to get a couple turns of this. They'll go back and forth, side to side a couple times, trying to find the open man. Oh no, Thomas slips inside, missed that one from point blank range. Now Myers off the glass, good.
Good drive, but I think he overdrove. You know, he had a left hand right there and didn't shoot the ball. I'm referring to Thomas.
Yep. Up high, that's Brandon Williams. See if Anthony Walker comes back here soon.
Yeah, Dow needs to get off that point.
He's looking, he's thinking, he tries it, and rebound loose. Oh, great hustle, and then stolen away by Warren. Myers 1-on-4, kicks it out. He was on automatic first half. Nope, that one is too long, and here come the Mavericks. Outler for three. Nope, rebound tapped, and that'll go out of bounds and belong to UT Arlington. And all of a sudden the Mavs, I think, have picked up the intensity a little bit. They're getting a little bit more physical, Bob.
I think they're tracking the ball down. That's what you're alluding to. And going after loose balls and long rebounds much better. And I think that Hunter Williams coming out needs a little bit of a blow because he hasn't had the same touch in the second half.
Kelton Ford is the one who comes in, and he gave them pretty good minutes in the first half.
Yes, in fact, I thought he would come into the game a little bit quicker.
They're just playing catch around the top here. Shaq White-Miller gets it right back. Oh, nice dish over left side. Dow couldn't get that three to go. And Ford right there with the rebound. 6-point ball game. It felt like it could get a little bigger, but Troy doing a nice job.
Troy,
staying right there.
Yeah, Troy hangs in there. They fight you on every possession. They go after the ball. I'll tell you the other thing, and I talked to Coach Cross about this today, Tom. I said, have you noticed since you put emphasis on your defense that your ball handling or your shooting has gone down a little bit? And he said, yes, our shooting isn't as good.
Dow with that three makes it a 6-point ball game, 37-31. Mavericks with the lead. Second half action. University of Texas Arlington, UTA, the Mavericks lead the Troy Trojans 37-31 with Bob Donewald. I'm Tom Dorr. Glad you're along with us. Second half action here. Sun Belt Conference. First time we've seen the Mavericks. They're pretty impressive, Coach.
They are. Their energy level, their defense has been superb, and they're a better shooting team than what we've seen.
You were talking a little bit ago about flashing up. Explain that a little bit.
Well, I was talking about zone offense, and you get players that are down low, about where Edwards is right now, and he needs to come up through the zone. And I talk about flashing up. Like right there, Williams flashing up. Now he goes out and screens. So that's what we're talking about, filling that void.
Now he's in trouble and calls a timeout. full timeout, 11:14 left. Again, 37-31. The Mavericks will have it when we come back. Lady Dogs take on Alabama at 3. Visit css-sports.com for a complete schedule.
You know, Tom, statistics will tell you at any level, high school, college, pro, the team that goes to the free throw line most often usually wins.
Okay.
Okay? Trojans have been to the line
A lot.
a lot.
And Warren right there. Josh Warren is giving them some decent minutes. He's not going to score a lot, Bob, but he does the dirty work. Plays defense. He'll pass it right there. He'll go after those rebounds. Nice screen. Look at a three. Nope. Rebound loose. Tapped. And a foul call. That'll go against Kevin Thomas, who's had a very quiet game.
Yes, and the only one that's been quieter is Calhoun. And he just has had one of those nights after having 6 in a row where he was really outstanding. And that happens. That's part of it.
10:54 left. Second half action here at Arlington, Texas. Sun Belt Conference. UT Arlington up over Troy 37-31 with Bob Donewald. I'm Tom Dorr. Glad you're along with us. UT Arlington has just this year joined the Sun Belt Conference. They were in the Southland and then the WAC, got to the championship game of the WAC tournament last year and were defeated there. Scott Cross, their head coach, long time here and has really put his mark on this program. They've been to the NCAA, been to the NIT. Oh, nice steal right there. Out Myers brings it up. Oh, what a finish. Oh, baby. Antoine Myers.
He did a great job of making sure he had an angle to go and didn't get the charge, and he just flushed it.
4 points now is that differential. Trojans just hanging around. Dowell with a giant killer. Nope. 2 tips. Nope. It's loose. And Warren right there again. And here come the Trojans. Thomas goes to the bucket. No, but a foul call. Let's see if Dan Chrisman, the official, gives him 2 shots.
He hesitates, has the angle where Edwards can't get to it, and he just throws the thing down.
I like that, yeah.
But, you know, Thomas did a great job of coming up with the steal that set the whole thing up. Now, he's made a few plays here. He's been quiet, hasn't scored, but he has done some things. But he continues to miss those shots around the basket.
Oh, yeah.
But one of these days, Tom, and you lived in there, one of these days, some of those are going to start falling.
Telling you, when they're making shots, they can beat anybody in this conference. But I'm not just a big Troy fan. I met Phil a couple weeks ago when we had their first game. But this is a ball club that, given the right circumstances, can play. And so can UT Arlington. And there are a lot of teams in this conference you'd say the exact same thing about.
Yeah, because you talk about
making shots.
Yeah, you talk about making shots, and if you're one of the teams at the top and all of a sudden in the tournament you have to play the Mavericks or the Trojans, you could be in deep trouble because these teams have got the ability to get the ball in the basket. They play with great energy. They've got enough size inside to create problems.
Offensive foul there, and now the Trojans with a chance to take the lead on that 3, and they do. Jeff Malahy, a 41% three-point shooter, and it's back to a Troy lead. This team, why are they so different on the road, Bob, than they are at home?
With 24 points, they're scoring 24 more points a game. Now, you go figure that.
On the road.
On the road than at home. And I was only involved with one team ever that was a better road team than a home team, and that was the national championship team of '76.
At Indiana.
At Indiana.
That's Quinn Buckner and Scott May, Kent Benson, and that group. That's a nice runner and a big bucket for the Mavericks. Lonnie McClanahan knocks that down, and now the lead seesaws back and forth. They give Myers a lot of room there for a reason. He's not a three-point threat. He gets going to the basket, it's a whole different story. Good ball movement, nice drive in. Baseline net hit the side of the backboard, and Warren gives him another shot, but they've got to hurry. Thomas right there, fresh shot clock, trying to drive up, under, yeah. Really nice move by Kevin Thomas, and that one went in.
You give a team 3 opportunities to put it down, and the chances are they're going to make that third one.
Eight minutes left. McClanahan, a runner through the lane. Oh, that's got to be goaltending. No call. Had to be goaltending, but the officials did not see that. Phil Cunningham screaming about it now. It might have gone in anyway.
Oh, I think it was going in anyway.
Trying the same move twice. Warren right there with a tap in. And now timeout. Scott Cross wants to talk it over. And Phil Cunningham still asking about the goaltending. He's looking over at us too, and then starts to talk to the official. What a seesaw affair. Second half action here in Arlington. 42-41 with 7.5 to go, Coach. See the goaltending. See it.
It is above the cylinder. Oh, just, yeah, it's
No
above
doubt.
the cylinder. It's a really easy call. I think they just got surprised by it. Hughes clearly goaltended. Now what Coach Cross has got to do, though, he's got to get better block out down on the other end and get guys going after the ball, because the Trojans are just doing a spectacular job of tracking that ball down.
And they're making shots. Was that a great shot of the goaltending? Absolutely perfect. Great job. Camera crew continues in the Sun Belt to be as good as anybody anywhere.
And if you can rebound like they rebound, and you play with that kind of intensity, you know, you got a chance. You know, they've taken 24 threes.
That's something.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's a long three by Dow. Oh, my.
If he'd have backed up, he'd have been out of bounds.
Yeah, well, about a step and a half or so, he would have been.
That was a heck of a shot. You got to get up on him, though. Trojans can't allow that to happen.
Backdoor, Malahi with a left hand, yes, and the foul called. He snuck in behind everybody. That's a heck of a pass, and he'll go to the free throw line when we come back.
Second time, Tom. He's back up.
It's March 12th through the 16th, presented by First Bank and Trust. We're so glad you're along with us. I had some of the jambalaya from the Jambalaya Girl. If you're got a spot where this NOLA-bound group is coming to the Sun Belt, you've got to try the jambalaya from the Jambalaya Girl. You loved it too, didn't you?
Well, I didn't have any, and you set me up pretty well there. Okay.
Can't believe
Scores
you
1-0.
cannot
But there's 7
believe-
minutes to go in the game yet.
Malahi couldn't get it. Thomas fights for it. It's loose.
I'm too focused on the game. I don't have time to eat.
I'm sure. Let me tell you, the jambalaya was terrific. You got to be in New Orleans, fans. This tournament is going to be a heck of a show. You just see the action night in and night out from this conference. Owler for a long three. Nope. Offensive rebound. Oh, my! Brandon Edwards with one hand in the air. Got it, put it in, and he'll go to the line.
The great part was, Tom, he was over on the left side of the basket, rotated over to the right side, and was able to get that ball right there. You see him going in. Great offensive rebound. And was able to, strong enough, had 2 hands on it, was able to lay it in.
That's something.
Oh, just a heck of a play.
Look at that. That's such a great play. 12 rebounds. Ford in the ball game, brings it across. Now Malahi feeling it. Oh, he did not even think about that three. He was turning before he caught the ball to shoot that tray.
Outler was on him and slipped underneath the screen, and he had plenty of room to step up and stroke it.
Outler drives through and lays it home. It was all defense early. Now these teams are putting up Astro points. Malahi lost it. It's loose on the floor. He comes back out. Now, I thought Ford was going three. Double pumps, and he's going to the line.
Watch the defense slip underneath. And he's got plenty of room, and he's got a great touch.
No second thoughts, were there?
No.
He was turning to shoot it before he caught it. Yeah, it was three. He was calling it.
But, Tom, see, all game long, the defense has been slipping under. And all of a sudden he said, okay, watch this.
First one's no good. From the three-point stripe, now they're getting hot again. This is the Troy team we expected all year long, to be able to make these shots, these long-range shots.
Well, the thing I didn't expect them to be able to do is go get the ball the way they
their
did.
offensive rebound,
Yeah, and you put those two things together, and you've got potentially a team that can beat, as you alluded to, anybody in this conference.
Yeah. Yep. Dowell left side, couldn't get it. Warren right there again. How many rebounds has he got? Warren is just cleaning up on the glass. He's got 6 points and 7 or 8 rebounds.
They've quit doubling down on the post, too. I'm referring to the Mavs. They're staying home.
Left hand, nope. Warren tapped it, couldn't get it. And here come the Mavs on the run. Roger Dowell accelerates, and Antoine Myers will get a hold. That's that hand check call. And here comes Hunter Williams, who had the unbelievably hot first half. And he's had a long rest now, Bob.
Yeah, he needed it. He hasn't really contributed from a scoring standpoint in the second half like he did in the first. And they're going to need him in this last 5 minutes of the game if the Troy's going to pull this out.
Dowell, runner. No, yeah, how about that? I thought it was coming out. That giant killer stayed out and then went right back in.
Well, and Hunter Williams surprised me because instead of coming over and trapping Dowell, he stayed with White Miller. And I'd rather double team the star of the team and leave the point guard open.
Through the lane, a bounce pass. Kicks it out, look out, three. Oh, baby! He checks in, and Hunter Williams hits from downtown. Oh, my. What a show.
Got some great offensive plays in this half. Now, look opposite.
Warren tapped it, and here come the Trojans now with a chance to take the lead. You don't think you take it from there, do you? It's a little too far.
Dow might have.
Yeah, you got a good point. Williams backs up and now gets pushed. And Phil Cunningham with a real good call. He could see that he was out of position, and he wanted a quick 30-second timeout. His team was about to turn the ball over is what it looked like.
We could see him looking up at the clock. What he's studying is, okay, how much time on that shot clock? And this is, okay, now he's going to draw up exactly what he wants and who he wants shooting the basketball.
Because he's got enough time, 20 on the shot clock. You can see it right there with 3:55 left.
Doesn't need a quick hitter. Now, if somebody's open quickly, fine. But, yeah, he's going to run a play, probably some kind of ball screen, penetration, pitch, or a back cut, and get something around the basket.
And with Malahi and Williams, if you go to the bucket and there's 4 guys there, one of those 2 is going to be open.
And when Williams goes to the basket, he really looks to see who's helping and knows where the open man is to deliver the ball.
The officials wanted to be sure on that 3 that we just saw. Yeah, no doubt, that's a 3.
And that's his first 3 of the half.
Isn't that something?
Yeah.
After as hot as he was,
And I said Coach Cunningham, I thought, did a great job of taking him out and letting him sit for a little bit and then bringing him back in. And then since then, he's made a significant contribution.
Got a little Bob Donowald dance going down there by the Maverick.
Oh, his feet weren't that quick.
No, you're not. Now Coach Cunningham looks at the defense and
well, he'll go one-on-one right from there.
Goes up, and there's the foul called. And Reeder Dow gets called for the foul. 9 fouls on the Mavs. We'll be right back.
He puts 3 games in the loss column, separation between the two schools. I'll tell you what, Georgia State has just really established themselves very quickly in this league. I can't wait to get down there next
weekend. Yeah, to see them against these Mavericks. 2 teams that are guard-oriented. That ought to be interesting. Big difference in this ball game. Troy 9 of 14, which isn't terrific, but 9 of 14 from the free throw line where Myers is going now. The Mavericks of UT Arlington, UTA, just 3 of 6 as the first one rims out.
We'll see that zone really affected the Mavs. You know, they didn't drive the ball and create as many offensive situations where they got to the free throw line.
And Josh Warren thrown down by Vincent Dillard, and now that's 10 team fouls with 3:43 left. So Warren will go to the line. Watch this. He's got a hold of his arm. See him right there? Warren may have exaggerated a little bit, but it's foul. There's no doubt.
No, it was really a smart play on his part, without question. And you said earlier, Warren has done a really good job for them.
Oh, yeah.
He just gives them a different kind of frontline player, and he clearly understands what his role is, and he doesn't get outside of it.
7 points and 8 rebounds for him. We got a tie ball game, Coach, coming up on 3.5 left. And they trap Dowell to try and get the ball out of his hands. Just what you talked about in the first half. They want the ball out of his hands right away.
Dowell's got to move, though. He can't stand over there. He's too easy to find. Great
nice dish inside, loose ball, and here come the Trojans on the run. Malahi may have hurt his right hand. On the fall down, he's working on that right hand. Oh, now he looks to be okay.
Yeah, he caught it okay.
Thomas wants to spin, comes back up and under, off the glass, and traveling call. That's a good move. But
really good
move. One extra step. McClanahan comes back.
You could see Coach Cunningham. I don't think he's very happy with that call. I thought it was a heck of an offensive move.
Just under 3 minutes left. McClanahan comes in, goes up, and a foul called on the drive.
Now, Tom, let me tell you something. McClanahan is not a three-point shooter, but you put him in that position where he can get the ball up into that high post.
At the free throw line, going to the basket. Yeah.
Where he can go to the basket, the short-range jump shot, because he is not scoring nearly as effectively tonight, but the zone is taking him out of a lot of things he likes to do.
Warren, the foul is on Jeff Warren. That's his 4th now. And he's got 7 points and 8 rebounds. Antoine Myers with 4 fouls. McClanahan with 4 fouls. He's at the free throw line now.
Warren just needs to play. He doesn't need to back off. He just plays all out. If he fouls out, he fouls out.
Vincent Dillard comes back as McClanahan will get a break. Again, he's got those 4 fouls. Williams starts to drive, kicks it out. Malahi thought about a 3, drives in, double pumps, and he'll go to the line. They drive to the basket, Coach. and are going back to the free throw line with a chance to tie the game.
Well, Dillard was in no position to try and block the shot. And he made a foolish foul on the doggone thing. Very smart offensive play. And that would have been a hard shot to complete under any circumstance.
One of the top free throw shooters in the conference.
One of the smartest players in the conference.
88%. Malahi will have one more. Three times that hits off the rim and ends up dropping home. So that's what coaches and players call a shooter's touch. We're tied at 53, Bob. Sun Belt basketball.
Got to fill that baseline down on the ball side because those wingmen are really rotating out. See if they had somebody down on that baseline?
Yep. Well, Edwards is down there. They just haven't found him much.
Yeah, well, you could have gone to him there.
McClanahan, the runner, around and out. Warren tapped it. Thomas lost it out of bounds. They'll say McClanahan tapped it out, and it belongs to Troy. And now the officials want to discuss. The officials are talking. And it's going to be overturned. It is Mavericks ball.
You know, I really respect officials when they do that. You know, when they get together and say, no, no, you missed it.
Yeah, let me help you.
Yeah.
You love officials that'll say, let me help you.
Exactly.
To the other official, not to a coach, but to a player, but to the other official. They just swing it back and forth, trying to get the defense to spread a little bit. White with a three. Nope. And here comes Hunter Williams. Starts to drive. Kicks it out. Malahi on the run. No offensive foul drawn by Rieger Dow.
Really gutsy play because that would have been his fourth foul. Really gutsy play. And how about that block, though? You know, if they ignore the charge, it was a great block by Edwards.
And I don't know how much contact there was, but there was contact. 53 all under a minute and a half left.
Got to really let your best players.
And there he is right there. Oh, blocked from behind by Thomas. Good feed to Brandon Edwards.
Could have ball faked too and collapsed that defense and thrown it over, but can't argue with what he did.
Edwards, the third leading rebounder in the Sun Belt Conference. And with timeout. Scott Cross wants to talk it over with his team. There's 12 seconds on the shot clock. Talk a little free throw percentage.
Well, Arlington's only got 6 free throws, and they're a good free throw shooting team, but they're in the 70s, but they got to get to the line, and they haven't been able to get there all night, where Troy's been there 14 times. And that's remember what I said. But now I'll go to this play right here. You got to get Dahl in a position, unless there's something very easy. You got to get Dahl in a position where he's got a chance to get the shot. And you just can't stand him. You got to cut him through. You got to drive the ball. You got to collapse the defense. I don't care whether he's on the baseline or the wing. And then you pitch it to him and let him make the play. Unless
McClanahan goes to that free throw line, right? Yep.
And then, okay, go ahead, take the ball.
Yeah, and the key then, if he can get it there, is he's so quick, and you've got to collapse. And when you do, you leave Outler and Dow wide open.
That's right. That's right. Now, White Miller, who 70% of his shots are from there, is only shooting 31%. I think, unless the clock goes down, I think you got to let your best three-point shooters shoot the ball or have the first chance to shoot the ball. You see, he's really small right now. the Mavs. Coach Cross has gone with 4 guards.
Oh, Mavs out of timeouts. McClanahan, there's Dow, top of the circle, and boy, they collapse on him. Shot clock at 5, at 4. They got to hustle. Dow puts up a 3. Nope, rebound tapped. Warren tapped it. It's out of bounds and will belong to Troy with a minute left in a tie ball game here in Arlington.
Good defensive substitution there, too, by Coach Cross, because now Williams comes back on the floor and gives him more strength inside.
That 6'10" freshman comes in to deter them from going to the bucket. Malahi, fadeaway jumper, nope. And he got the rebound. Now 46 seconds to go in a tie ball game.
You know what you could have done, but it's too late now, is shoot the ball quickly.
To get another opportunity, yeah, 2 for 1, yep. Outler thought about that 3. Dow didn't think. That was not a second thought. And now Phil Cunningham wants a timeout with 24 seconds left. Rieger Dow from the right wing did not give it a second thought. He was putting up that 3. Boom.
You get him
on the way.
You get him off the point. You put him on the wing. You ball movement. And then you let your hero take a shot at it.
He's got 19 points, 5 rebounds, and 2 assists.
And he isn't towing the line there, Tom.
No.
He's back off of it. And so I thought it was excellent offense by the Mavericks.
All right, now, if you're Phil Cunningham at Troy, you realize you need 3 points. Is there any chance you drive and try and go to the free throw line, or do you need to put up a 3 here?
Well, you see, I have a different opinion on this. 24 seconds, you can have 2 possessions, 24 seconds. So if you can drive the ball and lay it in, now you're only down 1. Take a timeout. Now you got a chance.
And you foul them, right?
Absolutely. But if you've got a wide open, the right player. You've got another possession if you play this right. The key is get some points and get them as quickly as you can.
And the other thing to me is Troy has only got 17 fouls. You have 2 fouls that'll be 1 and 1 rather than 2 shots.
See,
so you have 2 opportunities for a miss and to get the ball back.
If you score, you take a quick timeout and then you say, okay, foul this guy or foul this guy. You know, you tell your team as soon as he touches it, whack it, unless a certain amount of time goes off. And you fight like the devil to keep the ball from going inbound. So you got a lot of things that can happen. You don't have to throw up a bad 3.
There are 2 3-point shooters on the floor for Troy. The 2 that you've seen get really hot. Hunter Williams in the first half, Jeff Malahi in the second half. Malahi will throw it in, likely Williams will catch it. There you go.
You'll probably see a screen on the ball for him. Ooh.
On top, Williams got squared. Oh, baby! With 14 seconds left, that was an NBA 3. Mavs do not have a timeout. 8 seconds, 7. Now down along 3. Oh, what an answer! 6 seconds to go.
Should foul him.
Williams, a long 3. Nope, and that will do it. Rieger Dow just put the Mavs on his broad shoulders down the stretch. Absolutely carried this team, willed them to a win here at home in front of a great crowd in a heck of a game.
So many plays by both teams going down the stretch, but the defense didn't rotate over quickly enough to trap him, and he just nailed that shot. Excellent ball screen, and he is very good coming off ball screens, getting shots.
And then Hunter Williams had a good look. It was about a step out of his range. Rieger Dow is our Geico go-to player of the game. 22 points, 5 rebounds, 2 assists. Rieger Dow is our Geico go-to player of the game. Well, thanks so much for joining us. What an outstanding game. Sun Belt Conference basketball. UT Arlington, as if this is any indication, boy, are we glad you're along for the ride. Join us next Saturday, February 1st. We'll be in Atlanta, Georgia for a basketball doubleheader. These same Mavericks of UT Arlington travel east to face the Panthers of Georgia State. Women's basketball action tips off at 6 Central, 6 Eastern, 5 Central. Men's game follows 8:30 Eastern, 7:30 Central, here on the Sun Belt Network. For my partner, the coach, Bob Donewald, Uptown Door, 59-56, the Mavericks of UT Arlington in a thriller here at home get the win. Thank you so much for joining us, Sun Belt Basketball. Good night from Arlington.